What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Riding the Pine, where we debate if drinking at noon is socially acceptable.
Riding the Pine outside edition.
I say drinking at noon is
Yeah,
acceptable.
special outside.
Although I'm not drinking at noon, I think it's still acceptable. Pretty normal week in football. Nothing really, no really big upsets, minus, the Giants. We'll get to that. Got the Vikings barely holding on against the Jags. We're going to start with the circus of New York that is the New York Jets. Never thought we'd be starting with the Jets, but we're going to start with the Jets, who lost in the most Jet way possible. Some people say it was on purpose. Other people say they just suck, and Greg Williams called a bad play at a bad time. Either way, Carr hit Ruggs. I think it was 47 yards, 4 ticks left. Raiders keep their playoff hopes alive, 31-28, and subsequently, this game results in the firing of defensive coordinator Greg Williams. It's got to be the right move.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't know how
their defense.
Adam Gase still has a job, but I mean, firing the
stinks.
DC, that's one step in the right direction.
Yeah, I don't understand how it's Greg Williams before it's Adam Gase. I don't know if you guys saw it. Dan Orlovsky. He actually posted a very interesting video that kind of defends Greg Williams. He pulled the same cover zero all-out blitz while he was the D coordinator of Cleveland, and it just so happened to work. Same situation, third, fourth down play, end of the game, and he ran the same defensive look, cover zero, one-on-ones, all-out blitz, and it worked. I think Cleveland was playing Philly when it happened.
Well, now he doesn't have a job.
You know what I mean? He's an aggressive D coordinator, always has been. His time in New Orleans and everything. But it just so happened that now it's going to be looked upon very differently than if it worked.
I mean, when you have a guy on your team that's Lamar Jackson, but it's the wrong Lamar Jackson, and he's on your defense playing corner against Henry Ruggs, and you don't have any help for this guy,
nothing.
That's going to happen.
No help against the fastest guy.
And he was playing so close to the line of scrimmage, like.
Bro,
knowing the play call, he could have gave a little more cushion because
knowing the situation, they
catch a ball in bounds.
Them not to be doing.
If they catch a ball in bounds, the game's over. The Jets win the game.
Yeah,
they have a win.
Exactly. If you have no safety help over the top in a situation like that, you should be given 15 yards of cushion. That they're
literally keep them in bounds and keep the clock moving.
It's not like a field goal was going to tie the game. They were down by 4.
Yeah, they were down 4. Like, they needed a touchdown to win the game.
A field goal and an extra point.
Field goal and safety point.
Two safeties.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that's the way the Jets lose? They're up by 4 and they get sacked for 2 safeties. It goes into overtime.
That's a good segue into the Seattle game with the safety. But other than that, the Jets, the whole situation in general, if you're on track for your first win of the season, I don't think this is the right play to call defensively. It's a different story, I guess, if they have 2 wins at least. They're a 2-10 team, 2-9 team.
I'm excited for them to go 0-16.
You got to get your first win. That wasn't the right play call.
No.
So unfortunately, I think Greg Williams is a pretty good defensive coordinator when he has the right talent. He'll land a job somewhere. Jets 0-12, and if you look at the Jets' next 4 games, I would put your house down on an 0-16 team this year.
Yeah.
They are playing better though. They are playing a lot better, I will say. Sheebs, I'm very happy you said that safety, because in Seattle we had a 5-0 halftime score. 5-0.
Yeah,
that explosive Seattle offense, that NFC favorite Seahawks, got damned by the Giants, who are also playing much better right now. So the Giants had their chances for the NFC East. Seattle actually now drops to 2nd in the NFC West.
I had a Seattle Seahawks expert that was going to call into the show, but he said that he's too mad and that he should probably do it next week.
You got to be able to talk about win or lose.
I said
they're going to be a playoff.
I said
team.
We don't censor very much, and he said, "Well, you might wanna if you get me on there tonight."
Oh no need for that. We don't like censoring. We're purists here.
Yes, sir.
We are who we are. Damn it. I'm pretty happy about this Giants win.
I think it's pretty funny because, there's a certain Seahawks fan that keeps running his mouth about the Steelers, and you guys can't even beat the Giants. So there's a lot more on your plate than you can handle right now. Worry about you.
Not only that, they got beat by the year 2014 with Colt McCoy and Alfred Morris putting up 2
Yeah,
touchdowns.
what the hell? Like, I actually saw that, and I was confused about what the
You know what?
starting lineups were for the fucking Giants.
You know what's
And Wayne
crazy
Gordon
too
still
is
ran
that
for $137.
Yeah, I know.
Russell Wilson said earlier in the year that he's like, I don't want just a vote. I want all of the votes. I want to win MVP. And now he's just making a worse and worse case for himself week after week. He might not even get a vote.
I think it's
He
very
keeps
clear
playing
that
like
two
this.
MVPs are right now. The
It's
two
Aaron
MVPs.
Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes. It's a race
It is.
neck and neck.
Henry got shut down yesterday by Cleveland. Well, not absolutely shut down, but he really didn't do much.
He looked like
Yeah.
poo in the first half.
And a lot of it has to do with
in the first
when you're
half.
down 7, you're going to have to pass the ball a little bit more. So
Yeah.
it's not totally Henry's fault, but either way, I think at one point he was 15 of 57.
They
Yeah,
should,
I mean, he had a
start
fumble
letting
too,
him pass
though.
the ball.
Those aren't eye-popping numbers, like that's a regular running back's numbers, not an MVP candidate's numbers. Hey, I guess that brings us into the Browns Titans game. This was the most excited I was for a game this week. Oh, and then you blink your eyes and it's 31-7, 38-7.
Yeah.
You're like, what?
Looks
What?
like Baker Mayfield isn't going to be in that van down by the river with Matt Foley just yet.
Not
You
yet.
hear
Yeah,
Foley
he wanted to keep his job for another week.
Get a couple more commercials in.
Yeah. The Browns do this, though. The Browns do this every fucking year, bro. I mean, not the fact that, this is the first time they're going to have a plus 500 season. This team might be different. But the Browns, I feel like, always have this big, huge win against a non-divisional AFC team, and then they come back to the division and just get fucking destroyed. And guess who they play next week? The Ravens, who should be embarrassed that they lost to the Steelers about how terribly we played. First of all. And second of all, the Ravens now had the best record in the NFL last year. Now are falling. No, did they?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
And now they're the third in the AFC North. So I'm looking like this. I think next week Cleveland-Baltimore is going to be a really fucking cool game to watch.
I think it's the Monday night game, don't forget. So that's going to be on national TV. It's a favorable stretch for the Browns. Ravens, Giants, and Jets, they'll probably just stay right in New York, and then they end the year with the Steelers. And by then, they should have at least 11
They should
wins.
know what the situation is. I mean,
They
playoff
should at
wise.
least have a playoff spot clinched.
Yeah.
I'm sure Browns fans don't care about, big wins and then falling back to earth. They haven't had 9 wins in a year since 2007, and they missed the playoffs. It's been 18 years since the playoffs. They just want to get the hell in. It's like Bills fans a few years back. They just want to get there. They want to watch a playoff, know what it's like. Get Baker the experience, get Chubb in there, Kareem's been there, get Myles Garrett some defensive playoff snaps.
And you never know, those guys could, who knows, maybe they steal a first round victory in the playoffs.
And Tennessee made it very interesting. They did not back down.
They didn't just roll over. No, they could have easily.
They only lost by 6.
It came down to an onside kick that was recovered by Cleveland.
Yeah.
And obviously Cleveland's game plan changes in the second half when you're up 38-7. You're going to just the clock's your opponent. But also what I don't like is how teams stop playing to win when they're up that big.
Yeah, they kind of coasted.
Because look what happens. Big leads. I was over my sister boyfriend Sean yesterday watching all the games, and he was like, there's nothing more dangerous than a big lead in the NFL.
Yeah, because once you turn it off too, how can you just turn the switch back on, to get
the
back
Falcons
into
in the Super Bowl are the best example of that.
Yeah,
and
they had a huge lead, and they were killing them on the ground with Devonta Freeman, and then they're just like, sorry, we're not going to run the ball anymore.
Yeah, no, we're just going to chill.
It makes no sense to me. I get you want to kill the clock, less possessions for them, but all at the same time, they know what's coming. If you're not able to move the ball, then you're going 3 and out. You should probably start passing it through the air to put a drive together. You're not going to kill the clock going 3 and out. Running 2-3 minutes off. But the Browns, they do hold on. They're 9-3. What? Yeah, they're 9-3. Baker quoting Dwight Schrute. I think to myself, before I do something, would an idiot do that? And if they would, I do not do that thing. Baker hit it spot on. Love it. Sticking in the AFC, the Dolphins looked like they were going to get got early on. They were down 7-3, but the game of field goals, Myers, underrated kicker, or Sanders, excuse me, underrated kicker in the NFL. He put together a good game. Dolphins 19-7 over Cincinnati. Cincinnati's only touchdown was a 72-yarder. I think it was by Tyler Boyd.
Yeah, and the bench is cleared, and Tyler Boyd also got ejected.
Yeah, so did Xavier Howard. That was stupid. My sister's boyfriend's a big Dolphins fan, so that game was on. That was there wasn't even a punch thrown.
Yeah,
but then you have the player for Cincinnati, I forget his name, with 2 interferences, just absolutely nailing the punt returner, and he didn't get ejected either time.
Yeah, I didn't understand those 2 calls. I saw that part of the game too.
Yeah, Parker got tossed, and I love seeing that, sticking up for your teammates. Parker went right over, took no shit.
Oh yeah. As a coach organization, you can't be mad at that. I mean,
gotta love AJ Green pulling in a solid 0 catches for 0 yards.
I don't know if you guys saw Flores coming off either. He wanted all the smoke.
Oh, he wanted all the smoke. Yeah, for sure.
He wanted everybody over there. And you know what? Flores would have kicked their asses.
Mm-hmm.
Coach of the Year, Brian Flores. So with this win, Miami, they're looking pretty good. They're at 8-4. The Raiders winning kind of hurts them. The Colts and Titans, they're going to be going back and forth. We got to see the Ravens tomorrow. The Dolphins don't have it easy coming up, though. They're going to have to prove themselves. They're home against KC, home against New England, and then finish on the road at Vegas and on the road at Buffalo. So Miami is in a tough spot.
Yeah.
They got
next week's Pittsburgh-Buffalo matchup may help them out because
I would not want to face the Chiefs.
That's going to be a fun game. And yeah, the Dolphins, they're going to be watching that game close, regardless of what happens. And in a game like that for Miami, though, it's kind of just like a let's see where we're at game. You don't go in expecting to win. You're playing arguably the best team in the NFL, but you want to compete. If you go into that, like Denver last night, if you guys caught that, they were competing in that game.
Yeah.
Drew Lock is not elite.
Yeah,
Drew looks fucking human.
Drew Lock's elite meter is down.
It's not. Well, no, it's in the closet still. We put it away.
Yeah, I don't think it exists. You can't have what's not there.
Yeah, no.
Not to change it up, but what did I say? AP poll just dropped. Should have came out sometime while we were recording, and here it is. So gear switched up real quick. Top 5, not a lot of movement. Gonzaga, Baylor, Iowa, Michigan State, Kansas round out the top 5 in college basketball. It's going to be wide open this year. I know we talked about it last week. It's going to be wide.
Yeah, it's going to be wide. There's no clear cut anybody.
A 16 seed will be the number 1 seed.
Yep. Speak it into existence, Sheeps.
Just because Adam said it won't happen.
Yeah.
I was really hurt by the fact that Baylor Gonzaga game couldn't happen. That really stung. I was looking forward to that game.
You know what really stung?
It would have been a good game.
You know what really stung?
Texas losing to Nova yesterday.
The Bears losing yesterday.
Yeah, that's funny. Did you see everyone flipping out on Twitter? Tariq Cohen,
yeah,
Long,
yeah.
Forte. All these former Bears are coming in. I didn't know Forte, first of all, was talking about the Jets or the Bears because he said, damn, y'all deserve better, something like that. It could be either team. But then Tariq Cohen's getting in on it, and it's like, all right, this is the Bears. Nagy's got to go. Pace has to go. Really, they do. Throw the offense away.
Their defense is too talented.
Talented enough to give up 34 to Detroit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
too talented. That means you're.
That takes skill.
Means you're really trying.
Weeks giving up over 30 points.
Mm-hmm. They're too talented.
And then you got fucking Mitch Trubisky. You're not going to go anywhere with Mitch. I mean, I find pleasure in the fact that Chicago has dropped 6 in a row. And Sheebs, I'm sure you could also attest to that. I find great pleasure when they're there at 5-1.
We were both part of that 6-0.
Come on.
6 in a row.
You're like, dude, come on. You guys may be 5-1, but you ain't 5-1. We know that. And now the Bears are who we thought they were.
For sure.
Garbage.
I guess it's a trend too that if you fire your head coach, you're gonna win the game.
Shout out Dan Piersma. Sorry, the Bears are fucking hot garbage.
Yeah, they suck.
There's another team that's hot garbage, though. You know, they had a chance to win.
The Lions.
As time was ticking out yesterday, but however, it's another tragic loss for the Atlanta Falcons yesterday.
There you go.
My God.
There you go.
Hate to see it, Greg. You hate to see it, man. They can't close out. I don't know what's going on, bud.
I hate to see it because we could have been the 1 seed if New Orleans dropped this fucking game. It's all right. New Orleans has KC down the road. They still have Minnesota to go. New Orleans don't have it easy going forward. Atlanta is in purgatory, dude. It's not. You look at this team. It's not like they're a
On
rebuilding.
paper,
team.
they're not a 4-8 team. I'll say
What
that.
are they?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Why did
I
they
don't
blow
know.
us out? Losing the fucking terrible teams that shouldn't.
Yeah,
We lost to the Cowboys. We lost to the Falcons.
like I don't get how they go from last week putting up 43 points to their offense looking like that.
We lost to them because we didn't have Dalvin Cook, and apparently that just made everybody nervous. And that means if we don't have Dalvin Cook, the defense is going to give up 40 points.
Yeah, I mean that
Cook
that
had
adds up.
a game yesterday. He didn't wow me yesterday in the win over Jacksonville. But a win's a win. You know, it's
Nothing
the NFL.
wowed
and
me
that
in
was-
that game
I'm not
against-
apologizing.
No, win's a win, dude. And you know what?
Let me tell you
Vikings are
something.
the 7th seed.
Yes, I noticed that. Shout out to the Rams. I'll get to that. Let me tell you though, that game shouldn't have been close. Dan Bailey, you're on the fucking hot seat after that, man. I'm fucking watching you. 2 missed extra points. They call it an extra point because it's supposed to be an easy extra point that you're supposed to get after the touchdown. You fucking missed 2 of them. And he missed a
That
field
was
goal.
a trend yesterday too. If you noticed around the league,
Yeah.
a lot of extra points were missed.
And did you see the first touchdown that the Jags got?
No, I had the Raiders and Dolphins.
Chris Boyd like tipped it up in the air and it just like landed right in the receiver's hands in the back of the end zone. Like,
Yo, Mike Lennon's the future down there. I don't care.
Yeah.
He's actually like the Jags have covered each of the last 3 or 4 weeks.
let me tell you something. I think there's no question as of this week 12, 13. Wow.
13, almost going on 14.
Yeah. Week 13, Justin Jefferson is the rookie of the year.
Just watch the 5 o'clock game, bro. Just watch the 5 o'clock game.
Dude, he's 4th in the league in receiving yards.
Yeah, no, he had an insane game.
And he
You know,
has
neither of them are going to get it just because of how the NFL.
Oh
loves
yeah,
getting
it's gonna be a quarterback, but
Randy Moss got it.
Yeah, but how it's
but he's Randy fucking Moss.
Justin Jefferson.
You know what I mean? It
Justin
doesn't happen all the
Jefferson. Justin Jefferson's the only Vikings receiver to have 1,000-yard season since Randy Moss, and he's one of 5 people to have 1,000 yards as a rookie in the first 12 games. Odell Beckham, Anquan Boldin, Marquise Colston, and somebody else I can't remember. But that's a pretty good company.
You know, it's
for sure.
It's a running back quarterback award, unfortunately. Although
It's going to be Justin Jefferson.
Jefferson
Nope.
should get it.
Nope.
Although Jefferson should get it. Yes.
He's going to go up on stage, accept that award, and hit the fucking gritty.
And that means a lot of things if you don't make the playoffs, right? Am I right? Ooh. Vikings don't have it easy though either.
I think I'm going to speak it into existence right now. We are going to Tampa, and we are beating that old man.
You wouldn't be going to Tampa. Oh, well, in the regular season? Because you know where you'd be heading right now for the playoffs, right?
My chair. My couch.
No. Green Bay, Wisconsin.
No. My
Yeah.
couch. If we don't beat Tampa, that's where they'll be headed. Their couch. Kirk Cousins is going to be watching from their couch. And I think they can beat Tampa Bay is 7-5 and we're 6-6. And we started 1-5. Think about that.
Well, we talked about when we first started this thing, the Vikings were way too good of a team to be 1-5.
Yeah, they were the best winless team in the history of football.
Yeah, they were way too good. They just didn't have shit going the right way. Banged up, playing good teams early on.
And
Found their identity, though.
And I just think the Bucks are wildly inconsistent.
They are. That defense is one, though, where if they can manage to slow down Cook, I do think they're in trouble.
I think we beat
Cook gets slowed down by that Bucks defense.
I think we beat Detroit and Chicago, no problem. I don't care if they're divisional games.
I would
but
hope so.
I think we beat them. And honestly, it's going to be hard, but on Christmas Day, I think we have a shot to beat the Saints. For some reason,
Please do it. Please do.
We always pull out some nonsense against the Saints.
I will for some reason be rooting for Minnesota in that game.
That would be such a good Christmas present.
It would be. Get us
The only thing that'd be better is the PS5, but that's not going to happen. So the Vikings wins will do.
So Sheebs is happy. I'm happy. We'll
not
touch on that.
not as skippy as I was when Anthony Davis resigned, but
hey, we
sad
digress. 6-6. You got a chance.
Yep.
When you got a pulse, you got a chance.
When we were 1-5, I was like, shit.
The Colts very much have a pulse.
The Colts,
they are hanging in there.
They made Deshaun Watson cry.
Yeah, and I think that speaks volumes to the Texans organization. And
he threw for 341 yards, but he didn't throw a touchdown, which is kind of nuts.
But I think it speaks to how much he cares. You know, he's at a place where he just signed this extension for, and then it just all comes crumbling down because of one man. You know what I mean? And their future assets are very limited, especially this year.
But
you know, the Texans are going to be in a rough spot for a little while.
Guess who had his best game of the season yesterday?
They're going to be in a rough spot for a little while.
You're going to be in a rough spot for a couple years.
5 or 6 years.
If they don't figure something the fuck out, they're going to be in a rough spot for a couple fucking years.
They better hope they find the best diamonds in the rough in the draft in the 5th and 6th round, and
they might not even need to, because if you know, they don't get help in this draft, they may go. They may have to relocate.
They may just have to become the Oilers again. Well, that was Tennessee. Change the name.
Look, T.Y. Hilton alert.
Yeah, T.Y. Hilton alert. What's that? 2 weeks in a row or 2 out of 3 weeks?
Yeah. 110 yards and a touchdown.
Everybody stay calm. It's happening.
It's happening. And the leading receiver for the Houston Texans, shout out Kiki Kuti, had a boy, 8 for 141.
Kiki.
DraftKings. I just want to say too that DraftKings very much so upset me yesterday. And I'll tell you why. It wasn't Aaron Rodgers' fault. It wasn't Chris Carson's fault. It wasn't Gallman's fault. It wasn't Justin Jefferson. It wasn't even so much Brandon Cook's fault. It wasn't Jonathan Taylor's fault. Nor was it the Miami Dolphins defense. They all did fine. But Kyle Rudolph has... Why did I pick him? I don't know. I said against a bad team, maybe he'll catch a touchdown. No, just Kirk Cousins always talks about, yeah, he's a great target out there. It's like throwing to a mattress. Dude, fucking throw to him. Throw him the football. And Christian Kirk.
Yeah, Christian Cook. I took him in 1.
Where is he?
I took Christian Kirk in 1.
That makes me upset.
Hey, but DraftKings actually, I won $40 on DraftKings yesterday.
Well, guess what? I won 0, and my bank is
my ticket sheets. I could have turned 10 into 6 something. I finished the day 6-9 because I had with one push. I had the Raiders -3, so that pushed. I had the Vikings -3.5, so I lost by half a point there. I had the Packers with the spread and the over, which was 48. That finished at 46. And I had the Chiefs -7. They won by 6. That stings a little bit, but it's okay. We're good. If it wasn't for DraftKings, I'd be pretty fucking pissed right now.
Does that bring us into the other game of the week?
Yeah, you know, Green Bay, Philly up in the frozen tundra of Lambeau.
That's not what I was thinking of, but sure, go ahead.
Nope, that's the game of the week. It was.
I've been looking forward to talking about this game, actually.
Rodgers, the fastest player ever to 400 touchdown passes. That's my GOAT. Honestly, it was kind of like the Minnesota Week 1 game where the game ended 30-16, but it really wasn't that close.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say the scoreboard doesn't depict how close
it didn't. But special teams is a huge concern for us. Jalen Reagor should not have taken that punt back to the house. That's 2 weeks in a row we've been up a play like that on special teams. That can't happen.
That Aaron Jones run was crazy.
That was the longest run of Aaron Jones's career.
That was crazy. He just kept making moves, and it was like...
Is he the best receiver in football now, or what? Can we just put the argument down that Devontae Adams is the best receiver? Can it just be acknowledged yet?
I'd say he's in the top 2.
And he's not number 2.
I agree. He's top 2.
And he's not number 2.
I'm not going to say whether it's...
I'm not putting my order out there. I'll let the fans speculate, but him and DeAndre Hopkins are the top 2 receivers in football.
Julio Jones right now is not in my top 5.
It was very fitting, too, that Devontae caught Rodgers' 400th.
He's not saying
That
healthy,
was nice to see.
nor is the
And
Falcons.
Rodgers got to keep the ball. I don't think somebody said that he doesn't have any of his centennial balls. I think like guys forgot and like threw him up in the stands or something. So Devontae like made sure he as soon as he scored, dropped to his knee, like knighted.
Yeah.
And then you have Lazard coming over, putting the crown on Rodgers, and then going behind Devontae, putting a crown on him. The defense, 7 sacks on Wentz, Hurts combined. We'll talk about Hurts because that's a big story. 7
Carson
sacks
Wentz stinks. I'm
Yep.
just gonna say it. Everybody knows it. I'm just gonna say it again because he fucking sucks.
He stinks.
That
What did
guy
I say
is
to you?
terrible.
What did I
You
say
said
to you?
he's the worst starting quarterback in the league.
What did I say to you? I said we send 5 to 6 guys at a time against Wentz. We will not lose this game. It won't even be close. And that's what Mike Penton finally fucking did. He cut Kenny loose, cut Zadarius loose, cut Rashawn loose, and it worked. 7 sacks.
Like, he is embarrassing.
But when Hurts went into the
6
game,
for 15, 79 yards, and you're averaging 5.3 yards per play.
yeah, his time might be ticking down because when they put Hurts in, that was a spark. He had a beautiful. That's the other play
That touchdown was nice. He moved
4th
around
and
the
18.
pocket. Yeah.
That can't happen. That can't happen. It was a nice play for Hurts. Ward beat the secondary. But in terms of the Packers, that shit just can't happen. Like I said, this game should have ended 30-3 in all reality, or at least 30-10. That punt return number 1 shouldn't have happened, and then that 4th and 18 shouldn't have happened. But now there's a lot of talk in Philly right now about what the hell's going to happen moving forward. I say roll with Hurts.
Yeah.
See what's worse second.
That guy knows how to win.
Right.
They're out of the playoffs now. I mean, they're not going to win the East. There's no chance that they're going to come back and.
So then just try to see if you wasted a fuck ton of money on Carson Wentz.
No, they already did. They already know that. They definitely are talking about it, like, behind closed doors. Like, fuck.
Oh yeah, they're definitely like, are you kidding me?
We paid this guy
not the
before he
fucking
didn't-
MVP candidate that we got. This is not. I don't know who the fuck this guy is, but
They're
it's
like,
not him.
Do you think anybody, like, says anything to him? Like, dude, is everything okay?
Like, yeah, I don't know. Like,
There's got to be something wrong. And I know injuries have obviously plagued his career, but.
but his knee injury shouldn't affect the direction to throw a football.
Something
Like-
very interesting was pointed out to me too about Carson Wentz. If you notice, anytime that pocket collapses, he ducks.
Oh, he's fucking
He
going
ducks.
down.
If you watch him, dude. He ducks first before trying to escape the pocket or checking his.
He
his
just goes.
reads.
He's just ready to go down.
That second right there by ducking, that just fucks everything up. It doesn't matter. You're taking your eyes off of your reads downfield, holes
He's
to
so
escape out of.
He's so bad.
And then you look at Jalen Hurts, who, like you said, Sheeps, got out of the pocket on that 4th and 18, tossed it up to Ward, let that shit fly, and it worked.
That was a perfect pass. That's the only
Yeah.
spot he could have put it.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz is going to have nothing, just like the Chargers.
And you have to start Hurts at least one out of these next 4 games. You have
You
to give
should
him a start.
because you want to get him his start because
You got to start him all the games. At least
I mean, realistically,
unless
if
he
you're-
does, like,
I
really,
think-
really bad.
I think realistically, if you're Philadelphia, you start Hurts 2 or maybe 3 out of the next 4 games. Maybe start Wentz the next game and then ease him in at halftime if it's not going well, and then start him the rest of the year.
They have the
something.
Saints.
He's got to get snaps.
Then they have the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Then they
Yeah, I don't know
have
if either of those games are one to throw Hurts in.
the Cowboys. Start him against the Cowboys week 16.
Okay, that could
And
happen.
then go in the week 17 and see how he does and start him against the football team.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Start him in 2 divisional games. I like that.
Because that's who he's going to be
'Cause
seeing
the
for the
division-
next 3 years.
The
Right,
division
yeah.
stinks.
That's
I
a
like
good
that.
measuring stick. And like they're not technically out. They're mathematically not eliminated.
Right. But
Also,
I feel like I honestly, this is one of the only times I'll probably ever say this. I
They're
think the New York
theoretically
Giants-
eliminated.
I think the New York Giants are going to win that division easily now.
Unless
I mean, they're
Unless Washington comes out tonight and somehow
yeah,
like,
if
shocks the
Washington
world.
beats Pittsburgh tonight, that's a different story. But
'Cause
as of right
that could
now,
give
with
them
the
all
way
the
the Giants
momentum
are
they
playing,
need.
with the way the Giants are fucking playing, dude, I think they're going to win that division. And then who knows? The NFC is bad. The
Beyond
NFC is
Pittsburgh,
bad.
though,
The
Washington.
NFC, I was thinking about it last night. The NFC is like the East in the NBA.
It's worse. It's worse though, because it's
What?
worse. It's way fucking worse.
Washington, their next 3 games: Pittsburgh, San Fran, Seattle.
Yeah,
The
Washington.
Giants
Yeah,
are licking their chops.
yeah. The Washington football team's got a rough bottom 4 here of this of the.
Yeah, so the Giants are licking their chops. The Giants are a good football team.
The Giants are a good football team right now.
They're clicking. They're
Yes.
finding it.
Colt
I'm
McCoy
rooting
has
for
that
them.
offense moving.
I am rooting for them so hard right now.
Oh yeah, why not? It's great to see.
Beat the
Fuck it.
Cardinals. Come on,
To beat the Seahawks, bro, that was sick.
if they
That's
beat the Cardinals though, and the Vikings beat the Bucks, then
That's so funny.
we have a game on Arizona for that 7 seed.
Hell yeah. Just fucking. There's a lot that could happen.
I mean,
with
right
that
now,
division.
we have the tiebreaker against the Cardinals because our division record is 3-1, and theirs is 2-2.
It comes to conference record first, and then strength of victory.
Well, our conference record is both 4-4.
So you probably have a better strength of victory, or common opponents. That's number 3, I think. There's like 12
Wins tiebreak over Arizona based on best win percentage in common games.
Common games, okay. That's like number 3.
And the Rams win. Oh wait, the Rams win it over Seattle based on head-to-head percentage. So that's it right now.
Speaking of that, Cardinals looked like they were going to come out firing yesterday, and then they kind of just
didn't
put off the gas.
And then they
the Rams, good team. Rams are a good football team. Your first place, Los Angeles Rams.
I thought the Cardinals would
pump the brakes on the Rams. Are a good football team.
They are.
Here's my only thing. My only thing was the Rams is Jared Goff is a 3rd-tier quarterback who's getting paid like a 1st-tier and who has the responsibility, and everybody has the expectations of him to be a 1st-tier quarterback. And he's just actually fucking average to maybe barely above average.
He is
average. The guy can't fucking keep the ball out of the other team's hands. And if they want to win in the playoffs against probably, I mean, they're the division leader, but they're going to get somebody like fucking.
They'd get right now.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. They don't want a shootout because Jared Goff is not going to win a shootout because at some point during that game, he's going to turn the ball over 2, 3, 4 fucking times. You can't rely on him, and that's the only reason that I'm not sold on the Rams yet.
If they do get Tampa, I think their secondary is good enough to match up against Tampa and at least limit what that receiving core can do. Because the Rams have a pretty good receiving core themselves.
Yeah, no, they do.
Get downfield. It's a vertical offense. It's a West Coast style.
Yeah.
Kupp and Woods. Higbee is a pretty good tight end. He had another touchdown yesterday.
Yes, he did.
The craziest thing, though, is that right now, if the playoffs started, the Giants would play the Seahawks.
Again.
Yeah, that's drama. That's what I love. That is what I love. Love to see it.
Russell Wilson wouldn't be able to live that down if he lost to them in the playoffs.
Oh, hell no, bro. Oh, my God.
You're never getting an MVP vote again, buddy.
MVP votes for your career, buddy.
Spend another $1 million on body recovery. It's not going to fucking matter. If you lose to the Giants in the first round of the playoffs, that might be worse than throwing that interception in the Super Bowl. Probably not, but
no, probably not. But still, emotionally, but sports-wise, no.
Week 16, big one. Rams go to Seattle. That could very well be the NFC West title game.
That could be the division right there.
And that one right now, it's at 405. I could see that getting flexed. But at the same time, the Sunday night game that week is Green Bay, Tennessee. So I don't know if it's
depending on how much of the pretending Tennessee Titans I think they lose out. I actually think they lose out.
You know what I'm most excited for?
I'm worried to face them. Derrick Henry's going to eat us alive.
I could potentially be very excited for the Week 17 matchup between the Dolphins and the Bills.
But with how the Dolphins schedule is looking right now, I think the Bills might have it under wraps.
Right, yeah, the Dolphins basically got to win out.
I mean,
they get the Chiefs and the Pats and the Raiders and the Bills.
I mean, you got a lot of Week 17 games for the division. You know, the Chiefs and the Chargers.
You're a funny guy.
Wait, the team that put up 0 points and got 45 points put up
Yeah,
by
they
the New
still
England
they
Patriots?
still have a shot.
Is it even worth talking about that game?
The charge.
Yeah, we didn't. I was
Chiefs,
gonna say, do we even like Patriots 45 Chargers?
the only
0
way the
points.
Chargers make the playoffs
45
is the Chiefs have some large scandal that removes them from contention.
That actually that gets all their wins just stripped. That's the only way that they can
Actually,
make
they
the
would.
playoffs.
Actually, they by default the Broncos and Raiders would still have a better chance.
They wouldn't even make it in.
Damn, they scored 0 points. Like
They
that's
scored
just bad. Like
0
you can't tell me you couldn't get a field goal. Like
There was one team
got blocked.
on Sunday that put up 0 points.
I mean, Christ. Cam Newton's not even thrown for 100 yards per game the last few weeks, and you're letting that team
Yeah,
go.
what's going on? And
I
then
think
they
the
put
last
up
team that
45.
0 Dude, the last team that put up 0, I'm pretty sure, was the Jets against the Dolphins like 5 weeks back.
I mean, Cam Newton had 69 passing yards. How do they have 45 points?
Well, Devin McCourty returned the block field goal for a touchdown.
Gunner had
Oh,
a
yeah, that's right.
And they had a 70-yard punt return.
So that's 14, but I mean, still, that's
Look,
4 touchdowns and a field goal.
Yeah,
from the
I mean, yeah.
That's what I'm saying, too. Like, Justin Herbert should not win Rookie of the Year. I mean, it's going to...
Well, it was going to be Burrow in my mind, but then he fucking got hurt.
Between...
Clyde Edwards-Helaire has become silent.
I don't know. He's
I mean,
not
he
on
didn't
anybody's
play
radar.
You're throwing
He
53 passes, and you're throwing for 209 yards, no touchdowns, and 2 picks.
Yeah.
The Patriots still have a chance.
They do. They do still have a fucking chance. I mean, it's slim. It's crazy. Stuff's got to happen, but they have a shot.
And that voodoo son of a Belichick is going to find a way.
He's gonna. I wouldn't be surprised if we see, oh my God, the Patriots made it back to the playoffs.
10-6 record.
I mean,
motherfucker in the dynasty is back.
Right.
With Cam Newton, they put Jarrett Stidham in the game towards the end.
I saw that. Yeah.
Let me tell you something, though.
Let's hear it, Sheezy. I want to see what New England's got to finish besides Miami.
The New England Patriots have the Rams next week.
Yeah.
Then they go to face
I like that.
the Dolphins.
But they can't win in Miami. It's a fact. The Patriots do.
Then they have to go week 16 and play the Bills. And then week 17, they play the Jets.
So yeah, I mean,
The Dolphins.
we
and
lost you
Bills
there
go
for a
back to
second,
back.
Captain.
Yeah, my connection was unstable, like our mental health.
Dolphins and Bills in back-to-back weeks is not going to be favorable for the.
No, it's
They don't
not.
win in
But
Miami.
I mean, they should be okay.
They can't win in Miami. Buffalo finally found a way to fucking beat
I mean,
them.
I say they should be okay, but they have they have fucking games
Let
where
me
they
tell you something too. All right.
don't look like they're a football team, and then they play like this where they, look like okay. Who Tom Brady? We're okay. We can put up some
Weeks
points still.
15 and 16 are going to be the best weeks of the NFL this year.
Oh, you mean last week with the 3 Thanksgiving games that were planned wasn't the best week? Oh,
Week
wait,
16.
My bad.
We get
Were you
a
sleeping?
fr-
Did you miss something?
week 16. We get a Friday game on Christmas Day.
One of the Saturday games.
Vikings and Saints, and then
2 weeks.
Saturday, the day after Christmas, we have the Buccaneers, Lions, 49ers, Cardinals, and Dolphins, Raiders. 2 out of 3 are
Dolphins
intriguing.
Raiders game might be pretty fucking interesting because that might be the Raiders' last chance at a playoff hope.
Yeah, weeks 15 and 16 are the Saturday games.
We have Saturday games. Week 15.
The Packers, Panthers, and the Bills,
and Broncos.
Hell yeah, I love it. Gotta love extra days of football.
I just don't like it being on Saturday because I wake up Sunday. I'm like, oh,
we don't play.
we're done. It's like a Thursday game or a Monday game where it's like, oh,
Yeah, it's not
We don't
about
play
me
today.
today. Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty
Fuck.
hyped because I work usually like 1 to 9 every Sunday. So I'm literally just like checking on my phone to see how the Vikings are doing. I don't go to work till 3 on this Sunday. So I'll be able to watch the first half of that game at least. But that Christmas Day game is going to be beautiful,
Gonna be nice. Yeah.
especially if we win.
happy birthday, JC. Let's wrap up the Sunday slate. Chiefs take down the Broncos for a while there. Looked like Denver was going to beat them, but then, I came back to reality, my drunk ass, and said, hey, who am I kidding? The Chiefs are going to win this fucking game. And they did.
The Chiefs.
By 6, though. By 6. The spread was 14, so Denver covers.
Yep.
I'll be honest.
Long shot.
The Chiefs on offense look like the Warriors when they were at their peak.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, it's 2 different sports, but geez. Tyreek Hill, I wish that shit didn't get called back for holding because he just stopped at the goal line, did a backflip.
Beyond that, though, did you see the video I sent you, Marvin? Did you end up seeing the ball that he caught that was ruled?
Oh, yeah. He didn't even know he caught it.
Yeah, he didn't know. You know how fucking crazy it's got to be to catch the ball and not know that you caught the fucking ball?
He had two touchdowns that didn't count.
Yeah. And then you got old reliable Travis Kelce.
8 for fucking 160 or whatever, fucker.
I think he's the first tight end to have
5,000-yard seasons.
Yeah.
Come on, there's no way. I was thinking, man, I was like, Tony Gonzalez didn't have that. What the fuck?
Yates, Gronk. You got to think injury. Those 3 guys.
Yeah.
In injuries played a large part in those 3 guys.
I think so. I think you're right.
Kelsey's been pretty lucky.
Shannon Sharp.
Knock on wood.
Shannon Sharp didn't.
Shannon Sharp didn't either. No.
That's crazy.
Nope. Kelsey has been relatively lucky. I hope he's a blast to watch.
Oh, he's so fun. I hope he doesn't get hurt ever.
Do you watch his post-game press conference?
Yeah.
His interview.
To the Raiders.
Yeah, he's like, I don't even know where I am right now.
Yeah.
Then Patrick Mahomes came.
I think initially people thought he was congratulating the Raiders on a win today over the Jets, how they won. He just messed up Broncos and replaced it for Raiders.
Yeah.
Wait. What's this I see in the distance? Melvin Gordon with 131 yards.
My DraftKings hero.
A rare sight. I shit on Melvin Gordon every week, but he finally had a game where he looked like Melvin Gordon that deserves a contract.
That Patrick for Denver had a good game. Tim Patrick, is that his name?
I mean Patrick Mahomes.
No. I mean Patrick, tight end for Denver. He had a good game.
He had
2 touchdowns.
4 catches for 44 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yep, he did his job.
And Drew Lock threw 2 touchdowns. Jerry Jeudy with 1 catch for 5 yards.
Yeah, and that was on the last drive of the game.
Jeez.
KJ Hamler was pretty silent, minus a couple jet sweeps.
Yeah. Didn't do nothing.
Kind of a dull game. It was kind of a dull game, and that seems odd with the Chiefs playing, but even the Chiefs didn't light it up. I mean, division games, hardest football games to win, no matter what. I don't care what anybody says. Division games are the hardest. So you got to expect something like this to happen, but it was one of those dull games. Nothing really flashy, minus that Hill flip.
Yeah, right.
I'm looking forward to seeing
which got called back.
Seeing the Bills play tonight.
Got 2 good games tonight, I think. Steelers and Washington, it's 4-7, 11-0, but the records are not going to be the way the game's played. Watch for a very eventful first half.
You know what's crazy?
Take the under.
Yeah.
George Kittle's still leading the 49ers in receiving yards.
Yeah, he's been on the IR for about 4 weeks now.
Yep.
The over-under is 43.5.
Oh, 40. That's it? Maybe,
that's it.
Maybe hit that over.
Maybe hit that over.
Maybe just one time. Hit that for the one time.
I know when I go down to the grand old Beano today, I'm taking Pittsburgh money line with the over. And I'm
Antonio Gibson's going to have 2 touchdowns tonight.
Yeah, it's fine. I got fantasy. I'll take the fantasy points as long as we get.
I'm telling you, he's going to have 2 touchdowns.
That's fine.
Pittsburgh 6-point favorites at home at a 5 o'clock fair. Monday. I think that's a solid spread. That's a fair spread.
Terry McLaurin's going to probably have an impact.
What is that?
He doesn't like being called Scary Terry anymore. It's not Scary Terry. It's the captain. That's what he wants to be. He loves having that C on his chest.
Yeah, good for McLaurin. That's a nice story.
Yeah.
Even though he's probably the scariest of the Terrys, he's like he said, like other people
Yeah, I
have
would
that
say
nickname.
as far
like,
as Terry Wise goes, he's the scariest.
yeah. So I don't know why he wouldn't want that nickname. He's definitely scarier than Terry Rozier.
Yeah, for sure. I think. Yep, there he is.
Right?
He's
Sorry,
definitely he's scarier than Jason
Sorry,
Terry.
man. We got two games. Buffalo and San Fran.
Yeah, this one, it was even. Now it's San Fran 1-point favorites. Not even at home. They're in Arizona.
Pardon?
Yeah, the game's in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because Santa Clara County shut down all physical sports.
Oh, shit, that's
COVID's-
right.
COVID's doing this in the county. It's just running
Oh
through.
my God, that's right.
They're living in Glendale right now. Their next 2 home games are going to be in
Fuck.
Arizona.
That's crazy.
So they're not even home. They are.
Yeah,
the
no,
home
this isn't a home. I mean, it's a home game, but it's not a home game.
neutral site game. They're 1-point favorites over under 47.5. I like Buffalo money line with the over in this one.
Yeah, both games today were my locks of the week: Pittsburgh and Buffalo. So,
Do you think if Garoppolo can't get healthy and stay healthy, do you think they move on from him?
they have to. I believe they have to.
Like, because I mean, he made it to the Super Bowl last year, but
He did.
Oh, that defense was a big help.
he
that
plays
team.
all the positions on defense.
Dude, you know Garoppolo threw for like not even 100 yards against us, and Mostert had
Yeah.
60% of all total yards. Like it wasn't.
Yes.
Jimmy G didn't do jack diddly.
And
Jimmy G's a system quarterback. at
yeah,
best.
and but you know, gets paid like he's a star.
Yeah.
And that's how
Yeah,
it goes.
that
They're
happens.
just like, wow, you did one thing. Let's
That's
give
Jared
you
Goff.
all of our money. Jared Goff, wow. You led us to the Super Bowl and we lost. Let's give you
We put
all
up
the
3
money.
fucking points.
Carson
Here's
Wentz.
here's a check
Carson
though.
Wentz.
Here's a check though.
Carson Wentz, you did decent and then tore your ACL and didn't contribute the rest of the season. Here's a lot of money.
Another guy that's going to be due a nice penny soon in a couple of years is Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Bills are gonna have some decisions to make coming up. I don't think they've ever been
Yep,
in this.
they
It's
got
crazy
some young
because
pieces.
the 49ers are favored in this game.
Yeah, I would take Buffalo.
It went from Buffalo -1 to even to San Fran -1.
Yeah, I would hammer Buffalo in this one.
Which is-
And honestly, I'm feeling like this game is going to be Buffalo's just going to fucking steamroll. What's the over under in this?
Buffalo theoretically could be 9-2 right now.
Under.
47.5 for that over under.
I don't think they're gonna blow them out that much. I would take the under in that, but
Like,
I do
Yeah, but
believe.
you could be looking at like a 28-25 ball game.
Yeah, you see San Fran putting on 25 against them.
that's crazy too because I think
Mostert's back. I'm pretty sure Ayuk is back.
yeah.
Samuel had a nice game last week too. So
And
watch
Buffalo's
out.
defense is not playing as well as they've been accustomed to over the past few years.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's crunch time though. Now they got to fucking tighten up.
They're still
They gotta
8-3.
win.
Playoff time.
They
Miami-
theoretically could be 9-2 if that Hail Mary didn't happen, which is crazy
Right.
because I think like earlier in the year I'm like, wow, the Cardinals are going to be good this year, but they're really not that good.
No,
They're really
they're
not
still
that good
young.
they're really not that good of a football team yet, and they theoretically could be 5-7.
Yeah.
6-6.
100%.
You know, they have the skill and the talent, but yeah, they're just I think they're too young still.
Yeah.
Isaiah Simmons is finally starting to play a little bit.
Which bothers me because Larry Fitzgerald isn't getting any younger.
No, neither is D-Hop, for that matter. So, Buffalo, San Fran at 8:30, I think 8 or 8:30.
8-15.
8-15, yeah.
5.
Yep.
Pittsburgh, Washington at 5. So those games might end up overlapping towards the end of the
A little bit,
Pittsburgh
yeah,
loss.
for a little bit.
Hey, I ain't complaining. I
Nope.
ain't complaining at all. Give me that double Monday slate. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Last game of the week, Tuesday, was supposed to be played on Thursday. Ravens, Cowboys. Who gives a shit?
Lamar Jackson.
The only thing that we can really talk about is Baltimore is getting everybody back. It looks like it's lining up so that everybody's coming back, right? And so that's the story with that.
We know Lamar Jackson is on track to start.
Yeah,
And that's really all that
is
matters for
yeah.
him.
Lamar and I believe the running backs are both back. 100%.
I don't know if Mark Andrews will be, but
Yeah. Don't know about him. But,
They're still 8.5-point favorites at home.
so, I mean, I take the under
over-
in this game just because the Ravens' offense isn't the Ravens' offense as it was last year. I would still hammer the under in this one. But
I agree with you. I like Baltimore 8.5, but I like the under. That's 45.
Yeah.
45 flat. I've gotten fucked with just the flat ones though, man. I've also gotten fucked
because
with
it's going to
that.
be 45.
This one might hit 45. I could see Baltimore winning this game, 20-8, maybe 23-12, something like that. I don't think they're going to put up a shit ton of points, even though Dallas's defense is terrible. But even if they do, I don't think Dallas is going to be able to move the ball against
Dallas
their
isn't
defense.
going to rebuttal with points.
That's the one thing that Baltimore still has, at least, is a pretty solid defense, where if you need a big play, they can come up with it.
Yep.
So that's the only thing in Baltimore's favor. And this is a big game for them. They got to keep pace in the AFC because this is a team, once if hopefully they get fully healthy, they'll be a competitive team. That wouldn't be a bad 7-6 seed right there. Oh, wait, right at the end. Oh, this doesn't even matter. The Angels just traded for Raisel Iglesias. They sent away No Ramirez. He actually started in the Red Sox farm system. So baseball's still cold because that trade don't matter.
Unfortunate.
Tickling everybody's balls. Kyle Schwarber, free agent now. Corey Kluber interested in Boston. Baseball, we're not going to have a lot of baseball news and probably until after the new year.
Yeah, hockey
I was
is
gonna
still
say probably
quiet.
not
They don't
till
even know if they're
January.
going to have a season yet.
And we get basketball in 2 weeks. What's today's date? 7?
We get preseason this Friday.
Nah.
Yeah, but it's still a good look to see the rookies and some guys on new teams and stuff.
They're going to be looking like poop. They're all going to be looking like poop. They're going to be rusty as shit. All these rookies haven't played in a competitive game since March, February.
And then you got December 22nd as the official start of the season. Tuesday, 10 p.m. Lakers, Clippers. Before that, I believe it is the Warriors, right?
NFL season winding down, NBA season picking up. I want some hockey though. Let's empty that bench. Got anything else?
Go Pittsburgh. Let's go 12-0, baby.
Yeah, Marv's gonna be glued. I'll be glued for other reasons. I just like football. I'm a big football guy. Enjoy the football. We'll be back.
Yeah.
Thursday.
Friday.
Friday.
Well, it's Thursday. You guys will
Yeah.
get it Friday. For Marvin and Sheebs, I'm Adam. So long, folks.
See you, folks.